Hey everybody, it's Jeff from New York, and today we are in the southern end of the Las Vegas Strip. We're going to check out the Mandalay Bay. It's been a while since we've been down here. The Mandalay Bay has a lot going for it. It's a beautiful complex with a lot of shopping and restaurants and a pool that probably might be one of the best ones on the Las Vegas Strip. But you don't hear too much about it because of, well, quite honestly, its location. It's a little too far south from the action for a lot of people. And speaking of that beautiful pool, we get to see the whole thing from inside the Mandalay Bay. Unfortunately, when I'm videotaping at a hotel, I don't have access to the swimming pools because, well, I'm not staying at the hotel. But here at the Mandalay Bay, you get to see everything poolside because of the beautiful floor-to-ceiling windows that they have overlooking the complex, which includes a lazy river, a wave pool, and a sandy beach. It's really dynamite. Now we're entering the Mandalay Bay through the main entrance here off the Las Vegas Strip. I've done this many times during the daytime and a couple times at night, and I have to say at night this could be a little bit creepy because there's not much walking or foot traffic in this area. So you have to walk through this maze of hallways and arches and waterfalls, and it's not very well lit at night either, so just keep that in mind if you want to visit the Mandalay Bay. Perhaps daytime is better if you're using this entrance. Every time I cover the Mandalay Bay, I'd be remiss if I didn't take care of that big elephant in the room. This is the hotel casino where the deadliest mass shooting in U.S. history took place. I won't go into any more details here. If you're interested, you can certainly Google that, but I just wanted to take care of that. It's taken care of. Let's move on. And getting back to actually getting into this building here, first at nighttime you have to get through that creepy area, and then you're dumped into this area, which is kind of like a parking, valet, underground tunnel, egress, access. I'm not sure what this area is. But my tip here is if you're visiting the Mandalay Bay at night, just go in next door at the Luxor, and there's an overhead passageway that'll drop you off right into the casino with this building. A lot easier, a lot safer. And it looks like we finally made it to the front doors of the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino, so that's what we've been waiting for. Let's step inside, shall we? Now, as you walk through those front doors, you're pretty much left off in the basement of the hotel. Really no reason to be down here other than access to the beach and pool. And yes, we can call it a beach because there's waves and sand. You also have access to the spa and salon down here as well. On your way to the pool, you can stop off at this bar here, which is actually beach coffee and ice cream, serving different kinds of coffee and ice creams, as well as pastries and things. You can stop off on the way to the pool. Obviously, it's currently closed. So as you can see, there's not much going on down here, so let's head upstairs to the main levels, shall we? Hold on tight. And on our way up, we can enjoy a waterfall and some tropical flowers. And there's a balcony up here as well, so you have a nice photo opportunity if you want to take advantage of it. Is it me, or do waterfalls never really photograph that well? I mean, they look great on video, but when you take a still picture, I don't know, maybe because I'm not professional, but it just looks like I don't know. Never works out for me. Alrighty, we're here. We finally made it. That was a lot to go through to get from the strip to where we are right now, but, well, I guess it was worth it. Let's check this joint out. First, I guess we'll make a left. We'll head towards the concierge and hotel lobby. On the right here is the doors or the entrance area. It's actually just elevators that go to the House of Blues Foundation Room, which is located on the rooftop. The website says, immerse yourself in our elevated rooftop experience and enjoy our decadent lounge menu paired with unique handcrafted cocktails from some of the best mixologists Las Vegas has to offer. All while taking in the best view of the Vegas Strip for an experience you'll never forget. Seems like everybody has the best view of the Las Vegas Strip. How is that possible? Many of you have been in this town. Where do you think the best view of the Strip is? Leave a comment below. And here we have a nice view overlooking some waterfalls and the mountains in the background, and this is through the windows of the registration area and hotel lobby. Very spacious, bright, clean. Actually, for the most part, all of the hotel lobbies and registration areas are spacious because they took all of the furniture out for social distancing purposes. Used to be if you had to wait for your room, you would just plop yourself on a sofa and read a magazine or something. Can't do that anymore. You have to walk around the hotel until your room is ready. Or you can just tip the person behind the counter and lo and behold, instantly tons of rooms become available with beautiful views. On the left here is Hazel Coffee and Cocktails. Start the day with a selection of award-winning premium coffees and curated breakfasts and lunch fare. When the sun goes down, pursue Hazel's distinctive cocktail menu for a range of time-honored classics as well as an adventurous new creation. The Mandalay Bay has a bunch of resort shops. It also has its own shopping mall, which is connected to the Luxor next door as well. But some of the shops that are actually in the building right here are Bella Scarpa, Davidoff, Essentials, there's a Market, Missoura, Optica, Paradiso, Pearl Moon, Ruby Blue, the Spa Boutique, and Starlight Tattoo. So those are some places you can visit. And again, there's that mall, which we'll pass by in a couple moments. On the left here is Seabreeze Cafe, where you can enjoy all-day breakfast and lunch options and sweeping views of the aquatic excitement and natural greenery enveloping the exterior. The casino here at the Mandalay Bay is quite large and comfortable, and if you're into slot machines, well, they got lots of them. And as we head towards the rear of the casino, the area back here opens up into a large area that contains lots of lounges and restaurants. The first one we come across is Rhythm and Riffs, where you can relax and mingle in a comfortable lounge-style atmosphere with a wide selection of signature cocktails, spirits, beer, wine, and light bites. Coming up straight ahead is Bayside Buffet with views of the tropical water garden. You'll find an ever-changing menu of diverse tastes, but right now it's closed. And here we have Kumi, a modern Japanese menu with a Korean-American twist. This is Fleur by Hubert Keller. It's a classic bistro focusing on regional and seasonally driven French cuisine. This is Citizen's Kitchen and Bar. In the mood for comfort food? You're in luck. Citizen's Kitchen and Bar is located in the heart of Mandalay Bay. Another view of Kumi, that Japanese restaurant with a Korean-American twist. This is Libertine Social, where James Beard award-winning chef Sean McLean challenges diners to free their minds from preconceived dining notions. And this is Oriole. Welcome to Paradise, wine lovers. You'll enjoy exceptional pairings at Oriole, home to our magnificent 4-story climate-controlled wine tower stocked with thousands of bottles. They actually have flying women in that tower called wine angels. They're attached to cables on their backs, I guess, and they look like they're flying, and they'll fetch that bottle of wine for you and open it up right in front of you. This is Strip Steak. Strip Steak plays host to guests looking for the perfect filet in a modern alternative to the traditional steakhouse setting for Las Vegas restaurants. Don't miss the A5 Japanese Wagyu and 100 single malt scotches. And on the right here is Starbucks Coffee, a new take on the coffee cafe. I've never heard of it, and quite frankly, I don't think they're going to make it. Now this long hallway takes you to some more restaurants, including a food court here, as well as the Shark Reef Aquarium. But these are the floor-to-ceiling windows I was telling you about that overlook the pool complex. Now ask any seasoned Las Vegas traveler what hotel has the best pool, and many times you're going to hear Mandalay Bay mentioned. As a matter of fact, if you ask the seasoned Las Vegas traveler, name the top 3 pools, I'm sure Mandalay Bay will be on everyone's list. The entire complex is called Mandalay Bay Beach, where you can sun, swim, splash, and soak all on your terms. They have a huge wave pool here with a sand beach, a lazy river, a traditional swimming pool, and there's also the Moria Beach Club, where it provides guests with a private, upscale, sophisticated pool experience. Again, one of the best pools in town. This restaurant is Border Grill, a modern Mexican restaurant overlooking the lazy river just off Mandalay Beach. Lots of people sitting on the floor here. I mentioned in some of my off-strip hotel and casinos that they always provide chairs and tables for people to relax in. When you're on the strip, you don't get that, and if you want to sit down, you need to sit on the floor. Typically on an ugly carpet. You didn't think I'd get through a video without mentioning carpet, did you? Oh, what's the matter, guys? No place to sit? And I know some of you are thinking, hey, Jeff from New York, what kind of crappy carpet do you have at your house? And the answer is, folks, hardwood floors. And if you don't mind, I'd like to do a shameless plug here. We're heading towards the Shark Reef Aquarium, where I did a video not too long ago. Very popular aquarium and attraction here on the Las Vegas Strip, so make sure you check that video out. And also on the right here is the Mandalay Bay Food Court. I recently did a Best Food Court on the Las Vegas Strip video, so make sure you check that out. How did the Mandalay Bay compare? You gotta watch the video. I will tell you, the food court here at Mandalay Bay has a Subway, a Pan Asian, a Nathan's Famous Hot Dog, a Johnny Rockets, and a Banano's Italian restaurant. And it did not certainly come in first place because there's lots of casinos that have bigger food courts than this one. But I will say this food court has all the bases covered between the Nathan's Hot Dogs, the Johnny Rockets hamburgers, the Banano's Pizza, and the Pan Asian food. Heading back to the casino, we're passing Kumi again, and this place really has my attention. I haven't had Japanese or sushi in a while, and I'm very particular where I eat sushi. And this place is on my bucket list for my next visit to Vegas, and I will certainly have a video on Kumi coming up on that visit, so stay tuned. This restaurant is called Red Square, which has been closed for over a year now, just about a year, and that's right, prior to the pandemic. The restaurant features a replica of Vladimir Lenin at the entrance, and after the restaurant opened 20 years ago, customers complained about the likeness of the communist Russian leader and founder of the former Soviet Union to the management of the resort. So the resort lopped off Lenin's head, a nod to Eastern European tradition of removing just a head from many Lenin statues. The statue even has a fake bird poop all over it. I hope it's fake. No word on the restaurant's replacement yet. Did you get that? I said yet. And here's the House of Blues, the one in Las Vegas. I've been to this one. I've been to the one in New Orleans. There's a video on that one on this channel. I've been to the one at the Showboat in Atlantic City before the Showboat closed down and the House of Blues ran out of town. Again, one of my favorite restaurant franchises, and if you're in a city that has a House of Blues, I strongly suggest you check the restaurant out. The House of Blues also does a Sunday gospel brunch, which I believe is at all of their locations, if not most of their locations. I've been to the one in New Orleans. I haven't been to the one here in Vegas, but that is definitely a not miss food and entertainment experience. And as I said earlier in the video, the House of Blues has their foundation room on the rooftop here of the Mandalay Bay with a great view of the Strip. This is Mitzi, the Rubber Ducky Showgirl, who shows up on all my Vegas videos. As most of you know, there are hidden mascots, or some of you call them Easter eggs, in my videos. Mitzi shows up in all the Vegas ones. Sometimes she's easy to spot, other times she's quite elusive, so keep your eyes open while watching the video. If you spot her, note the time in the comments below, and if you're the first one, you'll get a shout out on an upcoming video. I haven't shown you guys much of the casino here at the Mandalay Bay, so here we are walking through the slot area. This is the Eye Candy Sound Lounge. Relax and enjoy a cocktail or move your feet to live music on our dance floor. Located in the heart of Mandalay Bay's casino floor, Eye Candy Sound Lounge offers the best ambiance for a casual social scene surrounded by the energy of the casino action. We're going to head towards the Delano now, which is another tower here at Mandalay Bay. There's no casino or restaurants or lounges or anything like that at the Delano, but it is connected. It's just another tower of the Mandalay Bay complex. And as we head towards the Delano, we're passing Michael Jackson's One by Cirque du Soleil. Obviously, the show is closed. There are no Cirque du Soleil shows open right now, and they're actually closing a few, including Zumanity. I'm not sure if this is going to be one of the ones they're closing, but this is a very popular show, so hopefully it'll come back here at the Mandalay Bay complex. And I guess this is the official entrance to the Delano. This is Della's Kitchen, which serves breakfast and lunch with an elegant combination of the classics, comfort food, and seasonal specialties centered around fresh, locally sourced ingredients, and it's located just steps from the Delano lobby. And coming up here is the Delano lobby. Not much to see, so we'll just spend a few moments in there. And that's it for the Mandalay Bay, folks.
Thanks for watching the New York channel. Please subscribe.
All right, say it again together.
Okay, ready?
1, 2, 3.
Thank you for watching. One more time, sorry.
And a little louder.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you for watching the New York channel. Please subscribe.
Good old Ginger and Marianne. I guess you can consider them a classic here on the New York channel. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like, comment, ask some questions, and most importantly, subscribe by clicking on the button on the left. You can visit all of my New York videos by clicking on the top right, or check out my videos on other favorite places to visit by clicking on the bottom right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around the city.